Next on Worcester News tonight, the heat is on. The hot weather continues across central Massachusetts. Plus, dry conditions sparking more brush fires. A look at where crews are battling the fires. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Andy Madison. We will get to the extreme heat in a second, but we begin tonight with a 3-alarm fire at a truck stop near Route 20 here in Worcester. The fire broke out at Dario's Diesel just before 8 p.m. tonight. Dario's is a truck stop at the southwest cutoff in the city. Officials say no one was in the building when the fire started and don't believe anyone was injured. Route 20 is closed near Grafton Street and is expected to be closed for several hours while crews continue to investigate the extent of the damage.
A minute from right here, we saw the flames, the black smoke, and we got here before anybody was here. There was one police car here, and we roll up, and I'm telling you, man, these flames were hot.
You know, it started pretty mellow, and we pulled in, we were watching it. A couple fire trucks came in, they cut the doors open and everything, and seemed under control, and then all of a sudden, you know, just engulfed to the left.
Obviously, when you're dealing with, auto parts, and there's oxyacetylene in there, we understand, and there's a significant amount of hazardous materials in a fire like this. So that's why all of our firefighters that were down in the smoke were on SCBA, on their air tanks, and, keep everybody back.
Crews will remain on scene investigating the fire. Will bring you any developments as they become available. Now to the weather, and if you've been outside at all today, anywhere in central Massachusetts, it doesn't take long to notice the heat and humidity, and there isn't any relief in sight. A Rosalind Flaherty looks at measures some local towns are taking to stay cool.
It's insane. Like, we haven't even been coming out during the day because it's been too brutal.
Residents in central Massachusetts are feeling the heat, but are trying to keep cool and drink plenty of water.
And we think we've bought out BJ's water supply.
The town manager of Auburn has made the senior center a cooling center until Thursday. Executive director of the Auburn Senior Center and Elder Affairs Division, Mignon Murray, encourages people of all ages who are experiencing difficulties with the heat to come and cool down.
Enjoy the cool air and get something cold to drink if they need it.
2 people were taken to the hospital at the Westboro target. Firefighters would not confirm if the incident was related to the heat. Westboro Fire Captain Brian Roberts says to have a plan when this type of weather strikes.
Identify an air-conditioned space that they can go to or go to a place that's cool.
And to check up on loved ones who might need extra attention.
To make a call and to check on them, frequently when we're in this, in these sort of heat, spells.
The National Weather Service says heat is typically the leading cause of weather-related fatalities each year. And this weather is not helping drought conditions as it's expected to be hot and dry for the remainder of the week. Andy, back to you.
Thanks, Rosalind. Well, firefighters also battling a brush fire on the town border of Sturbridge and Southbridge earlier today. The fire located deep in the woods off Fisk Hill Road. This is where crews were staged to bring materials into the woods to battle the fire. The dry conditions and high temperatures making it difficult for crews today. We caught up with the Southbridge fire chief, who says several crews have been called in to battle the fire.
Looking at about a 2-acre, maybe a 3-acre brush fire deep in the middle of the woods, somewhere located where the tornado damage occurred from 2011. So it took us a couple of hours to find a good path to access this fire. There's no properties that are in peril at this point. We've activated a West 1 strike team from District 7, which comprises about 5 communities with different brush type of equipment along with manpower. This fire being so remote and the amount of resources we're going to need to put this fire out, it was best for us to call a strike team.
Crews also continue to battle a brush fire in Barre earlier today. Now, this is the second day in a row firefighters have been in the area. The brush fire also deep in the woods in Barre. Here's a look at the scene. Firefighters are working in the woods near a solar panel array. Here's a look at also some of the impact the weather is having in Upton. This is a water main break on Milford Street near Gasco Station. The water department was also on scene earlier today. Upton police tweeting out this picture of the scene. No word on how long the road might be closed for. Worcester police looking for a man they say stabbed someone in a road rage incident. Police say the two got in an argument while driving in the city. Our Olivia Lemon reports.
I think all this senseless crime need to stop. It's getting out of hand now.
It's horrible. I mean, with everything going on in the news and people just behaving this way, you'll think we will temper down and have more compassion for each other.
Concern in Worcester after a man is stabbed in what police are calling a road rage incident. Police say it happened around 6 p.m. Sunday when two cars traveling opposite directions on Lincoln Street tried to turn onto Goldwaith Road at the same time.
The suspect vehicle cut off the victim's vehicle. Verbal altercation ensued. Both vehicles stopped. Both vehicles emptied out.
Police say a brick was thrown through a window of the victim's vehicle. Then a verbal altercation turned physical. This is when the 43-year-old male victim was stabbed multiple times.
It appears at this point that they do not know each other and that this was a road rage incident, and then both parties pulled over, exited the vehicle, and then just escalated.
People should have some patience nowadays. I know that you're trying to hurry up to get places, but it's not worth doing that to another human being.
Adonai Tavares lives close to where the altercation happened. He says although Lincoln Street is busy, he's never heard of a road rage incident like this.
And just ignore it, it ain't worth getting, it's just a traffic light, it ain't worth stabbing a person, losing your freedom.
Police are investigating. Meanwhile, people are hoping senseless crimes like this will stop.
Just to come out your car and take out a knife and stab somebody like that, that's ridiculous.
Olivia Lemon, Worcester News Tonight.
State police have caught several fugitives who appeared on their most wanted sex offender list last week, including one with ties to the Worcester area. Earlier today, state police announced Pedro Munoz was arrested in Philadelphia. Munoz is a level 3 sex offender. He is wanted for failure to register and provide a sample to a DNA database. Munoz was convicted in Worcester County for rape of a 13-year-old child. Munoz was arrested by members of the state police violent fugitive apprehension section. Worcester police get 2 men who allegedly broke into a Worcester apartment. They're stopped by witnesses. A teenager on the first floor of the complex of Brightwood Avenue told Worcester police he heard loud banging and called his mother. Police say the mom and 2 men came and held the suspects until police arrived. 2 suspects were arrested. Police recovered drugs and a realistic-looking BB gun from the suspects. While talking to one of the witnesses, police noticed a marijuana-growing operation in the 3rd floor apartment. 25-year-old victim was also arrested and charged with manufacturing a Class D substance. A traffic advisory on 290 in Worcester. The Belmont Street ramp will be closed during tomorrow morning's commute. The ramp will be closed for construction from 5 a.m. to 3 p.m. Drivers are urged to look for another route tomorrow morning.